Brothers, let's be honest. Being a husband is not for the faint of heart. We carry the weight of leading, providing, protecting, and loving, all while trying not to burn the chicken on the grill. But here's the truth: God never called us to carry the role of husband in our own strength. He gave us prayer as the lifeline. Today, I'm going to share the 5 best prayers every husband needs to pray. These aren't fluffy prayers, they're kingdom shaking prayers that can transform your marriage, your family, and your walk with Christ. So stick around because by the end of this video, I'll give you one bonus prayer that saved my own marriage more than once. First prayer is this: pray for your wife's protection. Psalm 91:11 says this: for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Brothers, your wife faces spiritual battles every day. She faces temptations. She faces discouragement, lies from the enemy. Your job is to stand in the gap. Pray this simple prayer: Lord, place your hedge of protection around my wife. Guard her heart, her mind, and her spirit. Surround her with your angels and keep her from harm. When you cover your wife in prayer, you're not just being a good husband, you're being a spiritual warrior. Prayer number 2 is this: pray for unity in your marriage. Mark 10:9 says, therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Every marriage is going to face division if the enemy has his way. That's why we must pray for unity. And here's the prayer: Lord, bind us together with cords that cannot be broken. Help us to communicate with grace, forgive quickly, and love unconditionally. Unity isn't automatic, it's forged in prayer. Without prayer, small arguments become big walls. With prayer, big walls come crashing down. Here's the third prayer: pray for yourself as a husband. Ephesians 5:25 says, husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Brother, we love to pray for our wives and kids, but let's be real. Sometimes the biggest battle is us. We need to pray this prayer: Lord, shape me into the husband you've called me to be. Give me patience when I'm tired, grace when I'm frustrated, and courage to lead like Christ, sacrificially. The truth is this: your wife doesn't need a perfect husband. She needs a man who stays on his knees before God. All right, men, let's take this to the next level. Prayer number 4: pray for financial wisdom. Proverbs 3:9-10 says, honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing. Finances are one of the top reasons marriages fall apart. God's word gives us wisdom. This is what you can pray: Lord, give me wisdom to manage our finances in a way that honors you. Help me to provide faithfully, steward well, and trust you as our ultimate provider. When you put finances before God in prayer, money stops being a master and becomes a tool for building the kingdom and blessing your family. You don't want to miss this next one. Prayer number 5: Pray for your family's legacy. Joshua 24:15 says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Men, marriage isn't just about the present, it's about the future. We're building a legacy for our kids and our grandkids. Here's a prayer for you. Lord, establish our home as a place where your name is honored. May generations after us know and serve you because of the seeds we plant here today. This prayer lifts your vision higher than bills, higher than arguments and daily stress. It fixes your eyes on eternity. All right, here is the bonus prayer. Pray for forgiveness and grace. Colossians 3:13 says, "Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone." This bonus prayer has saved my marriage more than I can count. Lord, give me a forgiving heart. Help me not to keep score, not to hold grudges, but to extend the same grace you've given to me. Forgiveness keeps the soil of your marriage soft. Without it, bitterness is going to grow. With it, love is going to flourish. Brother, these 5 prayers aren't just words, they are weapons. Pray them daily and watch what God does in your marriage. And remember, prayer isn't about changing your wife, it's about changing you so that God can change your marriage. If this video was a blessing to you, then I want you to go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe so that you can get more words of inspiration to better yourself as a husband, better yourself as a leader, and better yourself as a father. Once again, thank you, brother, for watching. Take care and God bless.